Hey folks, retired old soldier 1987 here. Last couple of videos we talked about my first sergeant tour and the commander that I had that I was working with for the large portion of my tenure. And the commander had struggled because of their lack of experience in the Army, because of their lack of experience with leadership, and it's sad because as nurses, as medical folks, they don't get a lot of good training on leadership. They rely on the people above them, which are also medical folks, and or the NCOs to help guide and mentor them as far as leadership, and this commander needed it. But don't get me wrong, I don't want anyone to think that this person was a horrible person or a horrible commander. We got the job done. Was it perfect? No. Could we have done better? Yes, and that includes me. There were some things in my tenure over my 3 years that I know I could have done better at. I know I had a situation with a soldier who was drunk, and they called me at like 5 in the morning because the soldier was doing something crazy. They did something crazy, and I just went off on this soldier. And could I have handled it better? Probably, but in that situation, I had this soldier in tears, right? It took me a little bit to get them out of bed, but I got them out of bed, and I was yelling and screaming, and I was old school drill sergeant in that soldier's face. And this soldier, and mainly it's because this soldier was an NCO, and they should not have been acting that way. Now, could I have handled it better? Sure. Would I go back and change anything about it? Probably not. But I think about it, and I was like, okay, maybe I could have done this, maybe I could have done that. But it's hard to say whether I would have changed anything. But yeah, I mean, it just happens. You do things the wrong way, you learn from it. One of the things as I was coming out of my tenure, I wanted to get another first sergeant tour. I knew I did that. I knew I wanted to get another first sergeant tour at some point to try and improve myself and do better for the soldiers, because I knew I wasn't perfect and I knew I needed some work. So in a subsequent video, I'll tell you about some of the other things I did as a first sergeant in another company, because I did get that opportunity, and I was able to make some improvements. We'll talk about that more in the future. Hey folks, if you like what you're hearing, if you like what you're seeing, if you like what I'm putting out, if you like the content, hit that like button, subscribe, tell your friends about my channel, drop some comments down below, tell me about some experiences you had, where you did good, where you did bad. No judgment here. We all make mistakes. We just have to learn from them and do better next time. So until my next video, have a good one.